What up, everybody? A brand new week. Open sessions and giveaways. Y'all know what it is. Time to get to it, man. A lot of sports. A lot of shit to talk about. We got Miss Part-Time Bro in the building. You already know. Give me a minute, Miss Part-Time. Let me do my shenanigans. And I'm going to bring you in. But don't go nowhere. We got Douglas Bender, always the first motherfucker to pop up. Salute to my man, the Philly kid. Big game this Sunday in Lincoln Financial Field as the Rams play the Eagles, baby. We gonna touch up on that. X-Man in the building. I'm giving X-Man a vacation, man. He needs a vacation, man. But you could imagine, if X-Man needs a vacation, what the fuck do I need? Yeah, Brian Breezy in the building, baby. New York to Philly to Pennsylvania, man. You know what the fuck it is, man. My nigga, man. Yeah, I'm shouting everybody out, man. That's how we do on the Al York Sports Show, baby. I know my Knicks were losing to the Timberwolves, but it's like mid-third quarter. We got few texts in the building, baby. Out of Missouri, Kansas City, New York, wherever the fuck, few texts in the building, man. Let me know if y'all hear me clear and all that, man. Yes, sir. We gonna start this show. Now that we got a few heads in the building, yeah, we gonna start this show, man. Exactly, baby. You ain't lying, X. I definitely need that, man. Alright. Let me pause this real quick. Oh, wow. So much stuff to talk about. The best thing to just say is that I hope everybody got a safe weekend. Today's Friday. Make sure you out there, guys. You know you ain't doing nothing you're not supposed to do. Stay away from the BS, man, and don't prove nothing to nobody. Stop proving shit to people that don't give a fuck about you, man. That's real talk, man. We gonna, I gave the shout outs out. You know what I mean? Said Knicks are down 4. Thank you for the update. We're going to go to the message of the day, then we're going to start this wonderful show. We got Miss Part-Time Bro all the way from Tokyo holding this shit down on a comedy tip and on an Al York sports tip. Message of the day, guys. Keep a closer eye on your circle. So for those who don't know what your circle is, it's the closest people around you. Is always a motherfucker in that circle that don't belong. You need to seek that person and get him the fuck out, or you might need to get the fuck out, because how can you prosper when you got one rotten apple? That's all I gotta say. Let's start the show, and let's hope that everybody enjoys it, because we got a lot of shit for y'all, man. Al York Sports, baby. The raw truth. Coming live from Las Vegas, baby, as always. Al York Sports, always got my energy, always packed up for y'all. Voice, no voice, energy, no energy, heart, whatever. I'm always ready to deliver. Janzy in the building, baby. ATL in effect. I see you, baby. Keep posting those joints too, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, keep a closer eye on your circle. It's always a female or a dude in your circle that don't want you to win. Identify that motherfucker and get rid of him ASAP. Here we go. Well, I got a test today. I try to do the ear joints, the iPods, whatever you call those shits, without the string, and we couldn't get it to work. Now I'm going to try something else because I've been noticing my guest has been sounding louder than me, and it's because I'm taking off the mic because I can't hear both sides. But we're going to try something new today to see what the fuck goes down. Part-Time Bro, I guess, you know what? Let me go through this quick, then I'm going to call you in, man. Go to YouTube, like, share, subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Y'all know what it is. Shout out to the East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, Las Vegas, New York City, LES to the death. Nueva York. Shout out to Peace to the Shooter, Peace to Price Tag, Peace to Futex, Peace to Mech One. And go to my YouTube, for the sports book reviews and snack sessions. The series exists. I know I got a left eye red, and I didn't dish no pregnant girl, so there ain't no pink eye or whatever over, disagreeing with. I don't know. I just woke up like that. I know you see the red in it. And also, let me make sure I get this in here real quick. I want to give a shout out to my team, Arrowhead Media. They have content available. They're ready for hire, flexible schedules. They do shooting, editing. These are my guys. Follow them on Arrowhead Media 702 on Instagram, and also on Yahoo. On Yahoo also on email. You feel me? But these are my guys, Arrowhead Media 702. You guys need work. You need quality shooting and quality editing. Hit my guys up, and these guys will deliver. All right, part-time, where you at? Now remember, I'm gonna try my mic. If I can't hear you, you're gonna have to work with me so I can put my earplugs on. Okay, part-time, ready to jump in real quick. Give me a minute, guys. Okay, now I can't hear you. Don't be mad at me. I got a microphone on my phone. I'm hoping I can do both.
All right, can you hear me?
What's up, girl?
Hey.
Okay,
Hey.
now listen. I tried the microphone.
Okay.
I'm going to have to go back to my earpieces because I can't hear you.
Oh.
I see you ready to go, though. I love it.
Oh, you know I stay ready.
See you.
Even in Tokyo.
Okay, now I can see. I tried multiple things, and I got to go back to this shit.
It's okay. We're here. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if your headphones are working. You're still bringing
I want to upgrade, though. You know what I mean? I got devices to upgrade, but I can't upgrade.
I know.
And I'm telling you, I'm doing everything.
Either. I don't like the AirPods either.
Yeah, they do kind of feel real funny, though. I'm not going to lie. It was like expanding. It was expanding my eardrum hole. I wasn't really feeling that. You feel me?
Hey,
but that's
hey, I'm happy to be back. Let's go.
Part-time bro. So, you know what? Let me say something before I forget. Shout out to my man, I Love Money, my man, Kes Warner. I almost forgot to get that in my advertising. Hit me with a dozen of hats to give to my slot winners. We appreciate you. We love you. I Love Money. Now we ready to go.
Okay, I'm ready.
Now we ready to go. Ready. Now listen, there's so many things to talk about, but there's one specific thing that I want to hit right away with you, Miss Part-Time Bro. I'm hearing a lot of different shit coming out of Pittsburgh. And what I'm hearing is they calling, a lot of people calling for Mike Tomlin's name. Now, before we get into it, let me go through a couple of things. He's been coaching 18 years, 292 games. He's 183 and 107, but he contains an 8-11 playoff record and has lost his last 6 playoff games. So that's huge in Pittsburgh.
Yes.
Chuck Noll only lost 2 in a row. Coward only lost 2 in a row. And you know they only had 3 coaches, and God knows for how long. Over 50 years, I think. So my question to you is, where do you go with this? I mean, do you think they lacking respect for him? Do you think that they actually making sense? Because Pittsburgh's not a team to make the playoffs and everybody's happy.
So I first want to give credit where credit's due. Everyone respect Mike Tomlin, and the man has a Super Bowl. I've heard every take in the book, Al York. I've heard it all. I've heard he only can win he only does well in the regular season.
Right.
Yeah, but yes, that's true, and he's a good coach. And I don't like how people are saying he's overrated, because he's not overrated. It's just time to move on, because I'm more worried about look at the roster he has. Right. I think Mike Tomlin is a good coach, but he's had a mediocre roster for the last couple of years. That's why he keeps losing.
Defensively, they've been having some dogs on defense.
Defensively, yes, they're good. But look at their offense, and especially in the AFC, Al York, you got to get more competitive. When you got the Ravens, the Bills, the Chiefs, you look at those rosters, they ain't got nothing on those rosters, okay? And that's why they're losing, especially in the AFC North. There's got to be a change. I think Mike Tomlin is a good football coach. I think he's done great things for Pittsburgh, but they're turning into the goddamn Dallas Cowboys. We understand you're one of the most winning franchises. We understand you have a good team. It's like, I'm not comparing him to Mike McCarthy, but dear God, that guy only has one Super Bowl. He has good teams, not great teams, and it's in a too competitive of a conference. I think you let him go. You let him go to a different team and help him. Maybe he can help the culture somewhere else. It's
Right.
not a bad breakup. I just think it's just done.
All right,
Like,
hold
it's
up. Let
time to move on.
me pause you before you keep going on. I love the energy. I love the facts you bring it out. Now, we know he's got 18 consecutive years without a losing record. We got to pinpoint that.
Right.
Another thing, I'm glad you bring up McCarthy because they put up their numbers. They basically equivalent.
Right.
But I'm going to tell you the difference. McCarthy had Aaron Rodgers. Now, people can say, yeah, but he had Big Ben. I get that. But Aaron is just another level than Big Ben. I love Big Ben, but Aaron at one time could win games on his own.
100%.
Big Ben won some games on his own, but it was always like a team effort. So what I'm trying to say is I think he's better than McCarthy. The numbers don't say it, but I'd rather have Tomlin than McCarthy any day. So go ahead.
Yeah, because Mike Tomlin is a good football coach, and I do think the game is evolving. You know, you are getting these young boy geniuses. The game's evolving, coaches are changing, offenses are changing, defenses are changing. The game is constantly going to grow. Mike Tomlin, though, I just hate the hate on him, though. I understand. And then when you're a good regular season team, I know this. I'm a Minnesota goddamn Viking fan, okay? Yes, you have regular good seasons, and then you do decent in the draft. They are never going to improve their roster if they just keep doing good in the regular season. So there has to be a change, but that doesn't take away from Mike Tomlin's success as a coach. And he will be successful if he goes to another franchise.
Okay,
now we can dig deeper into that.
Let me interject because I see you ready to go other ways with it, which I love.
Yeah.
Now, you got to understand, he's got like a 63% winning percentage.
Right.
Cal was 62,
Right.
Chuck No 23. Coward only got one chip. Knows the one with 4. Terry Bradshaw and company, Franco Harris.
How long ago was that?
No, I know that. But what I'm trying to say is the loonies, right? Let me say it right. The loonies that own the Pittsburgh Steelers. Right?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yes.
Okay, now, my question to you is, when they usually make a football move, it's somebody on deck waiting to get the job. Because they're not just going to stick anybody in there.
Which they should, yeah.
You understand me? Even when they got Mike Tomlin, they were thinking at least 5 years.
Of course.
So my question to you, who's the next guy that could do that for them? I mean, I can see maybe Johnson from the Lions, but he's an offensive coordinator. He's not a proven coach.
That's what I'm. So it's.
So who's out there that you could count on for 5 years? That's why I don't think he's going nowhere. You gotta have somebody on deck or part-time. Who's on deck?
And I haven't even considered that. So thank you for bringing that to my attention. I guess just with what I've seen with mainstream media, and it's such boring takes. That's why I love coming on the Al York show, because we actually talk and not just the same, oh, well, he only wins in the regular season. Yeah, that's not a bad thing, though. That you're a competitive team in one of the toughest divisions in football. And he's created a culture in Pittsburgh, and that's hard to do. So maybe hold on to him again, and then while you're finding your next coach. But you can't. I mean, how long is this going to go, though? How long?
Right. Well, I'll tell you one thing. There's going to be at least 25 teams waiting to take on his services.
Yeah.
But you know what? But it might be like what you said. It's not that he's not great. It's just it might be time to move on.
It's sometimes in life.
You just got to move on.
Sometimes you just outgrow, right?
Yeah,
so
like I love LES. You think I don't love LES?
100%.
You left New Mexico and you over there in Tokyo now. I mean, sometimes you got to move on.
Sometimes you got to move on, and you got to. And teams just outgrow each other, but that's what I'm saying. It doesn't have to be an ugly breakup. Just respect the time he got you a ring and move forward. Have him go to Chicago or someone who needs a revamp. I'm just saying somewhere.
I'm saying no. I kind of like that Chicago because I think he got the weapons over there to turn that around. All he got to do is get his coordinators.
Yep.
And that's hard. It's not really easy to do that, but, you know.
But I'm looking at a team that's a mess that he could bring some structure, good culture to, and help improve a franchise that's been struggling. I think that's maybe his job in life. I don't know, but it's not bad. I know people think this is a loser mentality coming from me. It's not bad being a good regular season coach. You brought up Aaron Rodgers. He's one of the best regular season quarterbacks in history. Not playoffs, and in regular season. So Mike Tomlin can still do good in the NFL. It's just I think Pittsburgh, it's kind of like you stop growing and we got to like make a move. I don't know what's the answer, but you got to make a move, especially with Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
The Browns are a mess, but I'm saying
but don't you got to take this? I mean, we're going to move on. That's one thing we got your own session. That's the beauty of the new Al York Sports Show now. We're not rushing my peoples no more. Y'all got your own sessions. So segments, let me say correctly, segments. Mm-hmm. So my thing is, you're winning. You're winning. You're not winning chips. You're not winning jewelry, but you're winning. Now, my thing is, the brass got to be scared that they just bring the wrong person in, and then now you go 7-10.
I mean, but sometimes you have to start over and rebuild. They just don't want to go through that.
But this is the thing, though. You don't need to rebuild. The team is good. You just need a quarterback, basically. Right. And I don't know if they're going to stay with Russ, but I think you got to move on. That I agree. You got to move on from Russ.
Though. You have to. It sucks. So everyone stop hating on Tomlin. I'm hating the hate. Just it's time to move on. It's
nothing wrong with moving on. I hope that both teams could reach an agreement. I don't want to hear he got fired. You know, he's got too much class for that. Let him leave as we moved on. Both sides moved on.
Yeah, like, hey, this was great. I love Pittsburgh. I appreciate Pittsburgh. And Pittsburgh should appreciate him. It's fun having consistent winning seasons. I know everyone wants that ship. I know everyone wants a playoff win. Everyone's tired. I get it. Believe me, firsthand. I get it.
Right.
But you know what? It is so nice, whether it's a coach, a franchise quarterback, to have 18 years. Oh, teams would die for that.
My boy Felix Jusino loves him. I'm surprised he's not tuning in. I mean, every year he tells me the Steelers are going to win a Super Bowl. He's the most biased fan I know. Even this year, and I told him, not with Russ, bro. Not with Russ. Okay, my man Kyle, I love Kyle. I'm very surprised that he said what he said. I'm going to pray that he's drinking tonight. Because he said fire him, he sucks.
Not fire him, part ways.
No, but he said he sucks too.
It's not working. Just like
he don't suck. You know Tomlin don't suck.
And please, and some of these teams and franchises who really, really need a coach or have been a disaster.
Right.
Would love to have Tomlin.
Okay, we don't want to overkill your decision. Does he stay or leave part-time?
I think he should leave.
Okay, but not what he should. What you think is going to be the outcome?
I think they will keep him because I don't think they have their
replacement.
Yeah,
I don't see a replacement yet. Now, if I start hearing the name, maybe that kid Johnson from Detroit, then I can see them doing what they need to do. Let's move on. Now we're gonna go to a situation, a subject that might hit you a little different. The team you love growing up. Your mother must have nurtured you to this team because I've seen a lot of your pictures where you being about this small here and your mother with Viking gear on and putting Viking gear on you. You guys had a remarkable season.
Absolutely.
I hated that they killing Sam Darnold. I understand he came up short these big games, but did you think he was going 14-2? I mean, you got to give him just a little bit of slack, just a little bit.
You know, I'm the only one giving him slack. You know, I've been on many shows this week, and just like Mike Tomlin, let's give some credit to Sam Darnold coming in as a backup quarterback, going through some rough rosters, going under Kyle Shanahan as I think the third back last year, the previous year, first big playoff game, first team with a killer roster, a really good team. Man, way to step up to the plate. You're under a really good quarterback coach, Kevin O'Connell, a winning franchise. It's just unfortunate because everyone watched him in the playoffs in that Lions game. No one watched him before because no one gives a shit about the Minnesota Vikings unless it's your fantasy football or maybe you're trying to hit a parlay. Sam Darnold had an incredible season. He did a good job. He did not. It was disappointing. That was embarrassing.
Yeah.
I could go on and on about my theories about the LA Rams
Right.
right now. But that's not the point. We're giving it credit to Sam Darnold. And let me tell you something. You have a winning quarterback right now, and that was his first playoff game. And
That's what I'm saying. Like, listen.
Accountability. Sean McVay, God bless you. You outcoached the hell out of the Minnesota Vikings.
Not only that, Darnold, my knock with him, he just kept holding the rock too long.
Yeah, man. And then,
but it beats a turnover. I get it. I mean, you rather have that 9 sacks, or he just throws it like Kirk Cousins was doing before he left and get 4 or 5 picks. I mean, both of them is bad.
This man saved his career this year, okay? He can still make money playing ball in the NFL. Now, only other thing I want to say, I would like to keep Sam Darnold. People think I'm crazy. I would franchise.
No, listen, he had 2 bad games. Like Kyle said, he looked so bad.
You franchise tag him?
He had 2 bad games. Listen, every year Lamar has a game like this anyway. Not that we compare Lamar, because Lamar's a whole different animal. But what I'm saying, if Lamar can have a game like this, who's MVP twice, maybe 3rd time this year, then you got to give a break to Darnold. Okay, 2 bad games, I get it. But look what he did all fucking year, bro.
And Jets fans are coming at me. I'm like, bro, you're just franchises trash, dude. And you ruin every quarterback that comes.
Hold on. I love my man, Kyle, your New York Jets are trash. You want to talk shit about my homegirls team? Your Jets are trash. You bring Aaron Rodgers and your motherfuckers are still bottom feeders. So you want to go there? Let's go there. Your Jets is trash.
And what's crazy to me is everyone's like, oh, this was the Sam Darnold on the New York Jets. No, it wasn't. And yes, you know what? This was great experience for him. You have something that works right now. There's absolutely, for the first time, no drama on the Minnesota Vikings.
I wouldn't have a team either if I had the Jets and they looked as bad as they do.
Oh, me too.
I'm about to let the Cowboys go, but at least the Cowboys every other year have a winning record. Your Jets been horrible for years.
The Vikings are in a very unique situation right now, and we are very lucky that as a franchise that this happened. And now you have a quarterback that can play and win. And I'm not saying he's winning you a Super Bowl, but he's the answer right now. Because J.J. McCarthy, my man needs to start eating some food. My man looking a little skinny. My man looking a little frail. My man needs to start lifting some weight.
Unless you're the smooth operator, you can't be looking skinny out there, or Lamar Jackson.
Yeah. So here's my thing. Keep Sam, franchise tag him, develop JJ. Listen, if Sam shits the bed, sit him. And guess what? Danny Dimes.
You love the Jets.
So just listen. Everything is fine. It's a good problem right now. That's what it is. It's a good problem in Minnesota. What a great, surprising year.
Let me ask you one thing, then I'm gonna give you your last words since it's your team. You know I gotta show my homegirl love. Every time she come on, I gotta give you something that contains to Minnesota in some kind of way. Whether it's choose one and why or whatever, I'm gonna give you some Minnesota love.
Oh,
but real quick.
You know, I was thinking about this. I can't wait.
Real quick. If you Minnesota, do you package him up a 5-year deal? Because it's going to be at least 30 M's. I know he lost some money with those 2 games. They said roughly about 20 M's he lost. Would you package him up a 5-year at 30 a pop? Or you just say, fuck it, J.J. McCarthy, get ready. The team is good. All you got to do is run it like you did in Michigan, a team-oriented style of playing football. Because J.J. ain't going to drop back like Darnold did a lot of them games. J.J.'s more like a system quarterback.
Game manager, has a good arm. He had a very successful running back behind him, and he's a game manager.
Yeah, I mean, there's games that are scary. That what I mean by scary, I seen the game, he went like 8 for 12. Like, you can't do that in the NFL, 8 for 12. I mean, you're going to have to throw that rock. That's some Tim Tebow shit.
I keep Sam and develop JJ because I've never seen that in Minnesota develop a
Yeah,
quarterback.
but part-time, you're not understanding to keep Sam is going to be a healthy note.
Yes.
It's not like you could keep Sam. I mean, unless they could franchise him, I don't know what's the situation on
I
that.
want to franchise tag him. That would be my
I
ideal if
think
we can.
listen, I think you called it. If they could do that for 1 year,
Yeah.
develop JJ, because he was hurt last year. He got well later, but now he got a whole season to really repair himself, be in the practices, run the practice. So now when you give Darnold a 1 year, you could just slide in. You might be able to slide in JJ mid-year. Who knows?
What I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I think that's the route to go. I don't think you're done with Sam and now you put everything on JJ and Dimes. I don't think you do that. Last words on Minnesota, then we move it on.
Well, no, I know it was a fun year, unexpected year. It's supposed to be a rebuild year with a new franchise quarterback. Listen, I don't know why people get so hung up. Just because you draft a quarterback high in the first round doesn't mean he's going to be your starting quarterback. He's got to earn that. JJ McCarthy hurt. Sam Darnold, shout out to you. I'm so sorry. No one's ever going to change their mind about Sam Darnold. For some reason, he's going to be always the Jets quarterback. I don't know why.
Yo, you got to get at my boy. He's there stabbing you up, and you ain't telling him nothing. He's saying your Minnesota team is done. You better tell him something part-time.
Not done. KOC is a winning coach, fourth most winning coach in NFL history.
Let him know.
And Brian Flores, I think, will stay with the Vikings, but he has done an exceptional job with the defense. Got a young, good team. Got a lot of weapons. Hopefully draft some offensive line and keep Sam Darnold. I know Viking fans are tired. They hate hearing my Sam Darnold tape. Viking fans, most appearances in the playoffs, most lost in NFL history. Jets fan after the playoffs.
Yo, my boy must be drinking tonight. He said O'Connor's the worst coach ever. I know what it was. Listen, my boy, he makes good money. I got a feeling he threw a nice little tab on Minnesota them 2 games. And right now, he's just letting it go now.
I heard the end of it, and as a betting, I'm a gambler too. Okay, I got a lot of texts saying they're mad at me because they.
Yeah, Cal, my boy Cal. Listen, my boy Cal, when he plays, he plays. He don't play around.
No.
So he probably had a hefty note on Minnesota there.
Everyone's mad because they picked the Vikings to cover against the Lions, and then they thought they were going to bounce back against the Rams, and it didn't happen.
Facts.
You can take it out on me all you want. It's fine. Vikings are a good team. It's going to be fine.
Okay, let's move on. Monday night, we got the national championship game.
Irish.
We got the Ohio State Buckeyes versus the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Ohio State's 13-2. The Irish are 14-1. Let me tell you a couple of games they won. Then I'm going to turn it over to you, Miss Part-Time, bro. Ohio State played Tennessee, devoured them. 42-17 in the game that I took. The Volunteers with the points. I don't know what I was thinking. But when I looked at that game, oh, boy, they were killing them. Then they played a number 1 team in the Oregon Ducks that Cal had. Let me put Cal out there. I tried to tell him Ohio State. He didn't want to listen. He had to pay really hard with that one, and he learned a valuable lesson. And then last but not least, I had him against the Longhorns also, and they beat the Longhorns. Now we're going to pivot over to the Fighting Irish. Handle their business against Indiana. Indiana only basically play, I think, 1 team all year, which was Ohio State. Not that the coach didn't do a great job and all that, and they only lost by 10 because they scored like 12 points late there to make it close.
Yeah.
But this really was kind of a blowout beside the score indicates. Then they beat the Georgia Bulldogs. Now, a lot of people can say that Beck wasn't playing. That's why they beat them. I don't know about all that. I just think I seen them manhandling the Bulldogs, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, I know. They did manhandle them. Georgia's not as good as people say they are.
And then last but not least, one of the games of the year when they beat Penn State, that game was like this. That could have went either way. Okay. That game could have went either way. And I was happy that Notre Dame won because I got them on a future bet. Now I was able to hedge out some. So no matter what, I'm going to win because I got them to the championship game. That's all I needed to do. And they won that game. But your take real quick on this big game on Monday night. -8, by the way, for Ohio State. Not that that means anything to you, because you only want to know who's going to win. But for the gamblers, it's -8.
Okay, Alior, let me say a couple things and it will all come together, I promise. Before the playoffs started, Ohio State losing to Michigan, that's everyone's precedence, gambling-wise. Ohio State, the real deal. But Ryan Day is owned by Michigan the last 4 years. So I think a lot of people are like, okay, Ohio State's actually.
You just have to throw that in there, right?
Ohio State ain't actually winning the deal. That's what, but that's what people were thinking. They're like, all right, playoffs, then maybe Penn State, maybe these other Big Ten teams. Texas, Oregon, whatever. No one respects Notre Dame because they look at their strength of schedule. They never play anyone. But more people should be respecting Notre Dame. They're one of the few true college NFL teams left. Marcus Freeman has completely changed the culture at Notre Dame. I know Notre Dame has this ongoing reputation like goddamn Cowboys. But, the Notre Dame, Marcus Freeman has done an amazing job. He doesn't have players leaving for NIL. He gets them ready for the NFL. He doesn't have star players, but he wins. And they have a really good defense, and their weapons on offense are hurt. Their running backs hurt, and that's their star. So the problem is Ohio State has more star power and more complete on both sides. Now, most people cannot stand Ohio State. They hate Ohio State. So I know everyone wants the Irish to win, unless you're Ohio State fan. If you don't like Ohio State, you hate them so bad. Ugh. So, Ohio State on paper, better team, right?
Right.
But I think it is going to be a close game. I want the Irish to win so bad. Not only because my husband is a Notre Dame fan, but because I love Marcus Freeman.
Oh, he's a Notre Dame? So he liked the Notre Dame and the Colts then?
Oh, yeah.
I never heard you said he liked Notre Dame to now. That's why I'm a little.
No, it's one of my team-in-laws. But but I just love what Marcus Freeman did after that loser Brian Kelly left. So I'm very happy for the Irish, and I hope they upset Ohio State. Ohio State probably
they got to win this game. Listen, last time they went, they played Bama. You seen what happened?
It's gonna be a fight, and it's gonna be.
You seen what happened? Now, what I would recommend to Marcus Freeman, me being a guy that's been on the sport for years, aficionado, know how to gamble. I think they should take a page from the New York Giants Buffalo Bills Super Bowl when the Bills missed that field goal at the end to win it. But what I'm trying to say is time of possession.
Oh, 100%.
The Giants in the third quarter had the ball for damn near 12 fucking minutes.
Yep.
You got to keep Howard and them off the field as much as possible.
Especially because they have
easy set.
They have a good
because Ohio State got some ballers on defense, bro.
Oh, on both sides of the ball, they got ballers.
But Leonard has to create. Leonard has to, hand off, throw for 5 yards, run for other 3, move the chains, don't rush it. Ball control. If they can ball control, you're hearing it from Al York on the Al York Sports Show on Fridays, they could fucking win this game outright.
Yeah.
Forget about just covering.
No.
But if they gonna try to compete with them going back and forth like Oregon, forget about it.
They can win. Now, they can win. It's just going to be a very tough game, and I'm looking forward to this. And Notre Dame and Ohio State, they hate each other. Oh, it's always a fun game when they play. And I'm just saying, I'm rooting for Marcus Freeman so hard. He is such a good dude on and off the field.
Now, he is. I like his character. My boy says he's a little too friendly, whatever that means. And another thing a lot of people don't know about Notre Dame, I heard they got the most money for all that NIL shit and all that other.
But their players don't leave or go the transfer portal.
No, but I heard they got the most money to give the players. I don't know how that works. I didn't think that was possible, but he was explaining to me that they got the most capital. So what that's telling me, you got a great coach like him, you're in the chip, and you got money. Next 5 years, I see Notre Dame in the mix. So tell your hubby he got a lot to be happy about for the next 5 years.
I'm very proud of the program, and I just, we hate, man, people hate them Buckeyes, baby. Yes. They want to see that upset.
Okay, so real quick, give me a prediction score or who's going to win?
I think it's going to come down to the very end. I am going to go with my heart, and I'm picking Notre Dame to win last-minute field goal.
Okay. I need Notre Dame to win. I mean, I got a
need
hedge.
them to win too, Al York.
I got a hedge, but my bigger hedge is Notre Dame. So I'm gonna have to be biased and just say they'll win also by like 3 points. Though my instance is in my heart is telling me that Ohio State gonna take care of business. But I'm gonna be positive about this part-time, bro. I'm gonna be real positive.
I like
and let's go Irish. Let's go Irish. Okay, you ready for your favorite part?
Yes. And
Choose one and why?
yes.
See, you don't loosen your hair up and you ready to go, girl.
You know this is my favorite part of the show. And then my husband and I the rest of the day discuss it. And then I changed my mind a million times.
I gotta remind people, it's like 9 o'clock out there, right?
Yeah, it's 11:30 a.m.
Oh, 11:30 a.m. Okay, in Tokyo, guys. Okay, choose one and why. Tell me when you're ready. Be ready to go.
I'm ready.
Okay, wide receiver. I have to get a little tricky with you. I have to bring it back some. Because I've been a little too nice with you, giving you cupcakes.
Well, I don't give you. Don't give me any more Vikings.
No more Vikings. We're done with that stuff. I spoiled you with that already. Now it's time to get you some other stuff. Wide receiver, John Taylor, a.k.a. JT, that played with Joe Montana, Steve Young and company.
Super Bowl.
Great tier 2 receiver behind Jerry Rice. Or Antonio Freeman, a.k.a. Big Tone. Who and why?
Love Big Tone. So this is fun I love when you bring these to my attention because I was a little baby when John Taylor was around, but I did my homework, Al York. Antonio Freeman, when I fell in love with football, that was the prime of my childhood, watching him. So I went back and forth all night last night, Al York. And here's the thing. John Taylor, big dude, but quick, right? And he played on
He got long strides like an ostrich. I hate to use that terminology.
Great.
He doesn't look fast like Antonio Brown and Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
He just got them long strides, them ostrich kind of strides.
His speed and he's big play ability, right?
Yes.
Like he plays and he's
best tier 2 receiver ever.
And he's from one of the greatest receivers of all time, Jerry Rice.
Rice.
So then you go to Antonio Freeman, and I think Antonio Freeman is one of the smartest wide receivers, football smarts. That man is smart, and I think then this is where I'm gonna go with Antonio Freeman. He will catch a ball no matter what, contested, uncontested. You throw up that ball, Antonio Freeman's catching it.
He took a ball that was off a defender's back and never hit the ground, grabbed it and ran for a touchdown. That's IQ right there.
Again, you make this so hard because I went back and forth. But I think at the end of the day, I think Antonio Freeman, I just love his brain. And I think no matter what, he's catching the ball regardless.
Right. So you're going with Big Tone.
Yes.
This is tough because Taylor got the chips, man.
He got the 3.
And he contributed in those chips.
3.
It's not like he got the chips and didn't put that work in. He put that work in.
Right.
But I love me Freeman with Favre. Damn, Freeman was a beast. So I got to make a decision. I wish I could say a tie, but I can't. Oh, man. I'm going to go Taylor because he played big in the Super Bowls. I love Freeman. It hurts me to say this, but I seen John Taylor get big when it mattered most. I can't take that away from him. And remember, he's a tier 2. He was like Freeman was Favre's #1 guy.
Yeah.
John Taylor was Montana's 2nd guy.
I know.
So I'm going John Taylor, man. It's a tough one, but I'm going John Taylor. Let's move on real quick. Okay. Shout out to my man, the R's in the building. I see you, R. Yes, we're going number 2. Quarterbacks.
Oh, God.
Bo Nix, a.k.a. Little Drew Brees. Or Jalen Daniels, a.k.a. the Smooth Operator. This guy got like 13 names. I was going through with my man, the R.
Daniels?
They used to call him the Wolf. They used to call him the California Cool, Superman. Now he's Smooth Operator. So let's run with that.
I love both these quarterbacks. I've had a debate a lot of who's rookie of the year this year, but I'm still going with my man Jaden Daniels.
Not rookie of the year. I don't want you to turn my shit around.
All
right, you know what? You the Minnesota Vikings.
No.
Who you want? If you could get one of these two guys, who do you want?
Jaden Daniels.
Oh, okay.
Now listen, as a passer, Bo Nix, exceptional. I think both of them are going to be very successful on these franchises and going to do a lot. But I'm picking Jaden Daniels, except the only reason I'm worried about Jaden Daniels, that boy needs to learn how to slide or he's going to die. I'm like, bro, you need to learn how to slide. The mobility of Jaden Daniels, and man, he's a smooth operator because he is so calm. I mean, he doesn't look like he's making rookie mistakes.
That's why they call him a smooth operator.
I love watching him. I'm like, he calms me down, even when I'm nervous on these game-winning drives he's producing. Not to take away from Bo Nix, but Jaden Daniels all day, all-around player, mobile, can throw, lead a team, young. I just love the whole package.
Right. I say Jerry West, little dog. My man just gave me one. I'm freestyling. Bob Cousy or Jerry West. I know he's trying to be funny because I went back on you with John Taylor, and he's a young guy. Yeah. So he's just trying to say that I'm being dinosaur.
I know.
But he got to know, choose one and why. We go back, we go mid, we go up to date.
We've gone all over.
Yeah, we got to educate him because he thinks it's all right now. No, it's not, brother. We go all over we span the world with this shit, bro.
Al York and I aren't that young.
Okay, if I have to choose one of these two, I'm gonna go Bo Nix. I'm gonna tell you why though. I seen a lot of guys, I'm not gonna say Daniels is just a runner. No, he throws the ball / he runs. Bo Nix runs less than him. We know that. Daniels the more runner. I'll be scared to give Daniels a long-term contract, seeing his body of work.
Yeah.
I mean, RG3 was bigger than him and got his career ended. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying it can't happen to anybody because it can happen to anybody.
Correct.
I mean, Nick Chubb got like 3 knee surgeries.
I know.
What I'm saying is the chances of Jalen Daniels getting knocked out for a long time, to me, the percentages are just so much higher.
I understand.
And if that's my franchise quarterback part-time, bro, I got to look at stuff like that if I'm handing out bags of money.
I understand.
You understand me? So I got to go Bo Nix. He's more safer. And Bo Nix is going to be top of the line soon.
No,
I love his build. I love how he's thinking already.
This is the hardest debate right now in sports, I believe. Right now with rookie quarterbacks.
You know what I mean? So that's why I would go. Now, I'm not saying that smooth operator ain't as nice as him, maybe even better at this moment. But I'm going to go Bo Nix next 5 years because I can trust him more. And I know he can stay out of injury more because he doesn't take the same chances that Daniels take. All right, let's move on. You like Daniels. I like Bo Nix. Last but not least, you need 1 yard. 4th down and 1 at the 10-yard line. You in the red zone. Who gets the ball for you? Mike Allstar, a.k.a. the A-Train, or Herschel Walker, a.k.a. the Beast? Who and why?
4th and 10th. Man, this is a tough one.
1 yard you need.
I'm going Herschel Walker. Man, you can't stop either of them. That's the hard part. But if I'm going 4th down, red zone, monster, I'm going Herschel Walker. He's getting through. He's getting that yard. Because it's hard. So I'm looking at the teams they're on, too. That's the hardest part. Because by style of play, I'm always going to pick Herschel Walker. But, like, what team was they on? You know what I mean?
Well, All-Star was Tampa. Herschel, Dallas Cowboys, Herschel.
I'm going Dallas Cowboys, Herschel.
Okay, because Minnesota Herschel wasn't that good.
No, one of the worst trades in NFL history. So I thought you were bringing up to mess with me. I was like, damn it, Al York.
So you got Herschel Walker. I love Herschel Walker. He did really good with my Cowboy team. But you know when I say that, there's a but behind it. Mike Allstar This guy ran. He played like every snap was his last snap. That's the best way to put it.
Yes.
I can't go against a guy that played like every snap was his last snap. Herschel didn't play like that. Herschel had moments where his ability could just take over a game, but he didn't scratch and crawl on every play like Mike Allstar did. So I'm taking the A train straight up to the LES on this one. Any last words, part-time, bro? Glad to have you. My peoples love you. We love you. And any last words?
Hey, you know what? I am super excited about the NFL playoffs. I love coming on your show, Al York. I want to be here on a regular basis. Love you all. Thank you for tuning in. Listen, I'm excited for these NFL playoffs. I am hoping those Rams take down those Eagles. And I am hoping those Commanders beat those Lions.
You might want to watch. You might want to watch part 2 of the show because of my free picks. I'm gonna have a surprise for you. But let me explain to my boy Reggie McAllister. He came in late. I think he got me twisted on the Daniels Bo Nix. I'm saying Daniels had the better season. I'm talking if I had to sign one of them for 5 years, I'm going to play a little more safety net with the bag I'm giving out on a guy that I think got a less chance of getting hurt and still be very productive.
Right. No,
both of them are productive, but I just think Daniels is just too light to fight, too thin to win. He's just one good hit from getting knocked the fuck out, and that scares me as a guy that's putting the bag up. That's all I'm saying. Reggie, I'm not saying he's a better player than him. I'm just saying I'd rather go Bo Nix for a 5-year contract.
I think everyone agrees with you on that. Like, even I agree with you on that. The injury-prone thing scares me.
Wow.
But hey. And you know what? Enjoy the Jets off season, Kyle.
Exactly. No, he don't have a team now, he said.
Whatever.
Now he don't have a team. He's walking around with Lion jerseys now, bandwagon other teams. He's coming on next, so we're going to talk to him next.
Okay. I love you.
Part-time, thank you. We love you, girl, and we'll see you in about hopefully 3 weeks in a month.
Yeah.
Be ready for us. And if you don't come on, we understand your comedy takes off after football season, so I get it. But at least have a pop-up to let us know how you're doing and all that.
I'll be back.
Okay, have a good one. Enjoy your day. Enjoy the football.
You too.
Let's go. Okay, Miss Part-Time, bro, coming in with that heat, y'all. Y'all know what it is. We're going to go to intermission. Thank you guys for your comments. Make sure you come back in. The R, appreciate you, the R. You never do Facebook Live, and you made it your business to show up. Appreciate you, little brother. Every day you make a higher step with Al York Sports, man. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Let me throw water in my face and all that. We're going to come right back. Salute to Ruben. Yo, Ruben, man. Rest in peace to your little cousin, Keiki. I gave him a shout-out last week. I'll give him another one. Rest in peace to Manny Rivera. Keiki, man. A good dude, man. And Keiki, we trust, man. And with that, I'll come back in 5 minutes. Love y'all.